In this video, I'm going to show you how we can design a simple circuit, alright, simple LED circuit for simulation. Alright, so let's go ahead. So please come to EasyEDA.com. Okay, and we're going to design it online. And as before, we're going to use the standard or student edition. Alright, then we click on new project. Okay, again this pop-up will come. It's okay, we will just click as new standard project and let's give it a name. Okay, so I'm going to call it LED switch 1. Okay, so let's save it, and what I want to do is I want to switch. Okay, so to switch to simulation mode, okay, at the top left hand corner where you see the EasyEDA, click on the STD sign and it will switch to simulation. Alright, so before that it will ask you whether you want to confirm this so that it will close the current documents and reopen them in the simulation mode, and click on confirm. And now you can see that on the top left hand corner beside EasyEDA you have the words SIM, which means we are in simulation mode. Alright, so why do we want to do this? Alright, because in simulation mode the components that you select would already have some simulation model associated with them, so the simulation can run. Okay, when you start with the schematic design and then try to switch to simulation, some of the components that you use may not have a simulation model, and then when you try to run it, it may fail. Alright, so it's always good to switch and start in simulation mode if that is your aim. Alright, so let's go ahead. So let's click on the common library. Alright, and we can click on first the source, voltage source. Okay, I'm going to select VDC over here. Okay, I'm going to put it. Okay, so let's zoom in. Alright, so the value, as you can see on the right hand side, is 1. I'm going to change it to 5 volts. Okay, and okay, under the DC source, okay, so we already put the DC source, so we can put the ground. Okay, so you can put the ground here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a switch, resistor and LED. Okay, so the resistor, I'm going to place it anywhere here, and one LED. Okay, so LED is here, so I'm going to click on the LED and place it. Alright, so maybe I will rotate the LED and put it here, resistor here, and one switch. Alright, so where do we have the switches? Yeah, so single pole, single throw. Okay, and we place it over here. Alright, so we have all the required components. Okay, now we can wire them up. So in the wiring tool we have this wire icon here, button, so we click on that and we can then wire them up. Alright, alright, so once we are done with all the wiring, okay, so it's a very simple circuit: 5 volts, switch, resistor and LED. Okay, so we can now save the file. Okay, and once it has been saved, we can simulate. How can we simulate? We can come to this button here, okay, which says run your simulation. Alright, so when you run the simulation, of course you don't see anything because in this case the switch is off. Okay, so what you can do is you can click on the switch, and as you can see the state is open, and if you change the state to close, okay, you can see that the switch is now closed. And now if I run the simulation, okay, the LED turns on. Alright, so that is an easy way, okay, of running the simulation. Okay, so if you change the state of the switch, okay, during simulation, it doesn't update it immediately. You need to rerun the simulation. okay, then the state changes. All right. So I hope now you have a clear idea how to run design a simple circuit and run the simulation using EasyEDA. Alright, so we will have more such practices in upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. I will see you soon. Bye.